This season of Mental Health Chat Monday is in loving memory of Donte'z Jordan, a brother, father, son, and an incredible human being. We love you and we miss you, Donnie. It's a Mental Health Chat Monday. Feels so good to be saying that again. This is a series where we sit down with a brand new guest every week to discuss their journey with mental health and mental wellness, because here on Mental Health Chat Monday, our motto is turning mental illness into mental wellness. My name is DDare Bionic. Thank you so very much for tuning in this week. Welcome back to Mental Health Chat Monday. It has been a hot little minute. It's been many years. I'm actually editing other episodes. Not me recording episode 1 after all the other episodes are done. That's very on brand for me. But anyway, let's get into this episode. Of course, my name is DDare Bionic. Like I said, if you want to find me, you can find me on all social media at DDare Bionic. It's called branding. Look it up. Let's get into episode 1 of season 3 of Mental Health Chat Monday. So, y'all, a lot has happened. A lot is going on. I'm sure you may have seen some of my other videos on my YouTube channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, or if you're listening on Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcast, make sure you head over to my YouTube channel. You can see the video version of these episodes. And you will also see all of my other content, the things that I'm making. I make music, I make clothes, I do all kinds of stuff. So make sure you are cross-pollinating and signing up to listen and watch on my YouTube channel. Anyway, that's not really why we're here. I'm not here to promote. I'm here to talk about mental health. And my mental health has been, the majority of the past couple of years, my mental health has been pretty okay. We moved into a new apartment. Still happy with my partner, Ronnie. He's been on an episode. Check his episode out. Still working on music. I actually just released my 3rd album in February of this year, 2025. So it has been great and crazy, and I'm booking shows, or at least trying to book shows, and working with my friend Jazz on Aquarium Rising Productions, working on new plays. I'm doing a lot of things to kind of keep myself motivated. As someone who's pursuing a career in entertainment, it is very difficult to stay motivated, especially when you get so many no's and so many just like not responses at all, or we're not booking your type of whatever. It can be very disheartening and lead you to want to give up on your dream. But I know for a fact that what I'm supposed to be doing is entertaining, and not in the way of like celebrity, but in the way of helping the world heal and giving a little bit of levity in a time that is incredibly difficult and scary, and all that we see on social media all the time is just how scary the world is going to be and how it is already. And I want to be a source of light in the darkness. So nothing will stop me from pursuing my dreams. And that's it as far as like the work side of life. I took some time off of social media in November. I'll get into that in just a second. I really wish I hadn't come back, but of course, music, podcasts, things to promote, light to provide. But I think the biggest thing, and I do hope that in the future I'll get to have an episode with my mom and my siblings, but the biggest thing that has happened in the past few years of not doing Mental Health Chat Monday is the loss of my brother. My oldest brother, Donnie, passed away very suddenly in August of last year. It was very traumatizing because I've lost many people in my life. I've lost great grandparents and like great aunts and uncles, like people that I may have known but didn't know as well as my literal brother, whom I grew up with, who helped raise me, who taught me how to be a man, who inspired me so much to be a musician and to pursue my dreams as a musician and an entertainer, and literally gave me the name DDare. Like I had not experienced anything like that before in my life, and it is the hardest thing I've ever had to do, and the most difficult thing I've ever experienced. the pain has not gone away. The difficulty of living every day knowing that he is not living, really and truly, the most I can say about it is that I just miss my brother. I'm sad a lot of the time. I haven't really engaged much with anything. Like, I came back to social media, so I took time off in November because I felt like I couldn't be grieving and also absorbing all of that, so actively at the same time. And right after he passed, a lot of things happened. I performed at Tower Grove Pride. I was involved in a sort of internship type program, like a week-long intensive with STL Public Radio and NPR, called Next Gen Radio, which was really cool and a very exciting experience. I actually got the email saying that they wanted me to be a part of it while at the house with my family, having literally just found out that my brother had passed away. And so it was like trying to navigate that and trying to do my best in that, which I think I did do a really good job. Everybody around me told me that I was doing a great job. Nobody really knew what was going on until the end of the week, when I kind of talked about it a little bit. And so like the month of September, I didn't really get a chance to process, and then October hit, and it's like my partner and I's anniversary, and we had a big trip planned, and of course a hurricane comes to cancel our trip. And of course that's such a first world problem to be like, oh, we were going to go on this trip and now we can't go. But that was just like yet another thing for me to grieve, and like another thing to make me feel like life was kind of pointless. So then in November I was like, you know what, I was not okay. And so I just, I took 2 months off. So I took like from the end of November to the end of January. I used that time to like finish my album, process my grief, find a grief counselor. I've been in grief counseling for a couple months now, having like one episode. Oh God, that one gunshot. So somebody coughs down, like Jesus Christ. But just, doing things that help recenter me. I feel like I haven't really been centered in a very long time, and in 7.5 months, almost 7 months and a few days, and just replaying that day over and over in my head and dealing with grief, and also supporting my family through the grief, like us, not me just supporting them, us supporting each other through this, has been beautiful. That we have such a strong bond and connection, and it's not like we're pulling together pieces of an estranged family, or we never talked. So it wasn't, the last thing my brother said to me was that he loved me. Those were the last words I heard out of his mouth. And I said it back, and that was our relationship. We loved each other. I still love him. I will always love him. So I'm just now where I am. I feel some days kind of like my old self, but most days I still feel a little hollow, and a little vulnerable, and like a newborn animal. I don't really know how to navigate the world without my brother being in it. And it's obviously going to take time, and it's going to take more counseling and more music and all these things. It's going to be a lot. So today I'm okay. I got up early. I had a doctor's appointment that I went to. I purchased some concert tickets for a show that I really, really wanted to go to. I'm taking my niece, my brother's oldest, and she's going with me, my best friend, to the show in September. And I think just, having a really, really great and strong support system has been boundlessly important. I do not know how I would have made it through this if I wasn't close with my family, if I didn't have a partner that loved me, if I didn't have coworkers that love and support me and check on me and like make sure that I'm okay and invite me to do things. And that's kind of been the thing of grief that I'm figuring out, is how to kind of return back to who I was and what I was doing before. I find myself more often wanting to just be at home and just not even in scenarios where I'm not like going out. Like I'm not really a going out type of girl. Like I am going to a concert tonight, but that's about it. Like I'm just trying to go see live music. I'm not really trying to go out and drink and dance and party and like do all that. I do love to go dancing, but but it's been hard to just be in spaces with people that I like and people that I love, because I feel like the grief is on me. And you will hear me talk about this more in future episodes, but I feel like who is that? They need a new car. Their car is falling apart. But yeah, that's really it. That's really where I am. That's not really the cause of the hiatus, but really the cause of Mental Health Chat Monday coming back. I felt like I needed to have this outlet. This car is crazy. It is driving all around our like neighborhood. I don't know what's going on. I really needed this outlet for myself, for the community, for the greater good. So I hope that you enjoy season 3. I have some amazing guests lined up. The next episode will be my good friends Jazz and Jeremy. They are my first repeat guests, which is really exciting to have them on again, and to have them together because we've been friends for over a decade, which you will hear more about our friendship in that episode next Monday. But it's great to be back. It's good to be back. I'm excited to bring new stories to you, new journeys, and really this is all healing me just as much as it's healing anybody else. And it's really healing me to hear about other people's journeys, learn about other people's, mental health and how they handle it. And I have counselor friends on. I have friends who've never been on a podcast before on. I have friends who from all walks of life, so many people, shamans, and I have a little bit of everything. And that is really exciting to me, to be able to bring to you, people from all walks of life, because mental health doesn't just affect white people. Contrary to popular belief, black people, mental health issues are not just for white people. And niggas do get depressed. If you know, you know. That is a line in the play that I wrote. The last scene of the show is the line goes, "That's white people shit. Niggas don't get depressed, but we do get depressed too." So I'm just here. This introductory episode, I really wasn't sure how long it was going to be. I think I'm going to try and keep it pretty short, actually, just because I don't think I need to go too in depth with the ins and outs of why I stopped. It was very not deep. I just didn't have time. And that's it. And now I have time. And now I'm making time. And I think that's really the biggest thing, is I'm making time for this. I want to do this. I need to do this. This feels so right. Especially right now, it feels incredibly correct to be back hosting Mental Health Chat Monday. And I'm excited. If you're interested in being a guest, you can send me an email at Darius, DARRIOUS, Varner, V as in Victor, ARN as in Nancy, ER91 @gmail.com. And I interview everybody. So not everybody. I will vet you and make sure that you are a good fit for the podcast and what we're trying to talk about. But I mean that to say, if we have to do it virtually, there will be some that you see that will be virtual. I want to talk to as many people as I can from as many walks of life as I can. So hit me up. Let me know if you're interested, and definitely like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you're watching on YouTube to get a notification every single time Mental Health Chat Monday comes out. Every single Monday for the next at least 6 to 7 weeks. We got a couple episodes in the chamber. We got a few more coming in to record soon. I'm just really happy and excited to be doing this again. And I'm thankful and grateful to all of my guests this season. Thank you so much for coming on, for being a part of this, for believing in my vision, and just wanting to sit down and have a conversation with me. And that's the most important thing, I think. This series is kind of turning into more. It's just a conversation among friends. Just sitting at my kitchen table, which you will see. Obviously, I'm not at my kitchen table today, but sitting at my kitchen table, talking to my friends, having a cup of coffee or water or tea, and just talking about life and humanizing mental illness, because it is a very human thing. And before this car decides it wants to come through here again, sounding like gunshots, I am going to end this episode. So thank you all so much for tuning in to Mental Health Chat Monday. Drop some love on me in the comments. If you're listening on Spotify, share this with your friends. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to your podcast, share it with your friends. Let them know Mental Health Chat Monday is back officially. And again, my name is DDare Bionic. You can find me on all social media at DDare Bionic. It's called branding. Look it up. I love you so much. I mean it, and I will talk to you later. Okay? Mwah. Bye, y'all.